Hello and welcome to the Lone Wolf Tarot. I am the Lone Wolf. We'll be doing a collective general read for you, energy read type of thing, okay? This could be confirmation or just basically maybe something that you need to take on with your life. We're doing it with just the tarot. Let me remind you, this is a timeless read, so whenever you see it, I'm channeling for the viewer. So it's not like, oh, I posted this yesterday and you can't watch it tomorrow, you know? So like also if it doesn't fit you or your narrative, maybe you should share it to somebody who you feel like could hear it. With that being said, let's dive into it with the King of Wands in reverse. There could be some type of either you have some high expectations. Yeah, you maybe have some high expectations for your wishes. We do have, okay, so the Two of Swords came out. It came out on the fence, so I'm just gonna grab that really quickly. So okay, we have the Two of Swords coming out as well. It's giving like maybe you have, because with the Two of Swords, maybe you have some type of option to either release your high expectations or release, like I feel like you're either like trying to be satisfying something. Maybe you're thinking like you're contemplating, okay, if this realistic, should I really sit here and keep these high expectations? If you want your wishes to come true, you want this like luxurious lifestyle, this emotional stability or some type of sort, and maybe you don't think it's possible, and you're starting to sit here and like either weigh out your options. So like let's say if this was in a job and you're like, okay, I need a job that's $50 an hour, lets me have weekends off within walking distance of my house, right? Like this is just an example. That might be unrealistic. So you're now sitting here thinking like, dang, did I set the bar too high? Did I want something to come to fruition that's impossible type of energy? It could be in romance, it could be in like your life situation, it could be anything, but that's what the energy is giving right now. So like yeah, I feel like maybe there has been some type of opposition coming for you. Can we get a clarifier for the Five of Wands in reverse? There could have been some type of like opposition coming towards you because of this, or maybe you feel like it's and you're just ready to like release any type of argument. So maybe people keep coming to you with this job, still this job example. People keep coming to you and they're like, yeah, we can only offer you $15, you know, and you're like, I'm tired of arguing. Yeah, so maybe you're just like about to just give in and start working with whoever this $15 option is, or you know, like maybe you're just willing to be like, okay, I need to do something, I need something to shake, I like maybe the time's running out kind of thing, and you're like, I need some type of momentum in this. So I'm really, maybe like now you're like, okay, I'm being realistic, I'm gonna lower my expectations, maybe $30 an hour, not 50, you know, like you're starting to like potentially decrease. This could be past energy or this could be current energies. Maybe like this is what you were in or you are currently doing this. Let's get some more information on this, please. So yeah, okay, so the Three of Swords came out. It came out on the fence, so it's giving like you're maybe in an energy more than not of heartbreak. You're trying to release it in some type of way, but you're in an energy of like disappointment. So yeah, you keep going to the job interviews and they keep offering you $12 an hour, $15 an hour. This is an example, by the way. Like it could be also dating. You keep going on dates and they keep saying that they don't want kids or they don't want to travel the world, and like the expectations that you have, they keep saying no, I'm not the person you're looking for. I'm not gonna be able to live up to that type of energy. So it's like just giving like you're starting to get maybe sad or in an energy of like, dang, is this ever gonna happen? You could be it's breaking your heart. You're maybe getting sad some way. So then the Empress showed up. So with the Empress coming out, if it is romance, it's giving like maybe you just ran into somebody who is the Empress. Maybe this is just confirmation that it's attainable. Whatever your high expectations is obtainable. We're gonna get some more information with the Empress, but it's also giving like you maybe just need to dive into your energy. Maybe you're a pursuer and you needed to maybe like attract the energy coming in. Also maybe create a new reality for it or something, like a new, like how do I say this, like create a new perception on how to get to that thing, a new action. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but like basically, let's say you only were looking at jobs in your immediate vicinity. Maybe you have to alter that to be like, okay, let me brighten it to maybe 5 mile radius. Now it's a 10 mile radius. You know, like it's given like maybe be a little bit creative. But let's get some insight on this Empress, please. Ooh. Oh my gosh, plot twist. So I low-key, this may be this may be love. I'm not entirely sure, only because we have the Ace of Pentacles coming out, and with the Empress, it's clarifying the Empress. It's like maybe you found your high expectation. It doesn't have to be love. Let's just keep it on the base energy. So you found your high expectation. The Empress came through, and you found your high expectation, potentially female or potentially the job, and then you lost it, you fumbled it, you maybe didn't really invest in it, so you may have missed your opportunity. Okay, I feel like you were potentially not behaving emotionally properly, or like you weren't really empathetic to the Empress energy. I don't know how exactly this makes sense, but it's giving like you didn't invest into the Empress when the Empress came. Because like I was talking about how you kept getting sad and the possibility was just depleting. You were about to settle, potentially. You were literally about to settle. And then the Empress pops up. So if it is romantic, it's giving like some feminine energy, Empress energy came through, and you were like, hey, yo, that's wild, right? As soon as I was going to give up, there it goes. There's the job I wanted. There's the girl I need. There's the guy I want. There's the, the school accepted my, and then somehow you fumbled it. Can we get some more information, please, on the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? I love when they land on it. The Tower. Whew. So maybe you were late to realize that you missed out on the job. So let's say the opportunity, let's say the high standards, like maybe you just now realizing it, you're like, dang, that was it. So maybe like the job was like 15 miles away, but it was a $75 an hour job, and you were like, I don't want to drive that far, let's just say, right? And then you realize after you went back into this energy, or maybe because you're currently in this energy, that would have been okay because you're making $25 more than what you originally started, and your high expectations don't have to be restricted or something. Like that's an example. But if it is romantic, it's giving like you just fumbled the love of your life potentially because you didn't know that they were the love of your life. Let me just check on my kids, y'all. Okay, that you didn't know that they were the love of your life type of thing. That's wild. I feel like, yeah, you just recently, like let's just say you were just sitting there eating your breakfast one day, and it just like hit you like a revelation, like that was potentially the person that I was supposed to be with. That was the job that I was trying to manifest. Yeah, it wasn't ideal, or maybe it wasn't exactly what you expected it to be, but now what's gonna happen? Okay, so now with this realization, where are we going? What's going on? Oh, guys, cards keep falling on the floor. Okay, let me see if I can. Whoop. Let me see if I can. You know what? Hold on. Okay, so. So now someone's moving strategically to try to maybe potentially manifest it back. We have the Seven of Swords. It could be something like you're trying to lie, but I don't feel like it's a lie. I feel like you're strategizing now, because this is also a strategic energy. Okay, let's get some more clarification. Yeah, you're trying to plan something out. We have the Two of Wands. You're trying to plan something out. You're trying to figure out if you need to travel towards this energy that's heavy giving with the 15 miles. Like if you need to figure out how can you get this back, you're willing to travel. You're willing to like plan, think, make a decision. Like you're coming up with some type of master plan to get this, to make this Ace of Pentacles turn upright, so that you didn't miss your opportunity, and now that you're like back in the opportunity, back in the ability to manifest it, back in the ability to like basically collaborate with this Empress energy. Can we get more insight? Is there any insight on how? Can we get some advice for them, the person who may resonate with this? Can we get some advice on how to do this? So gifts. Okay, so maybe you need to like something physical potentially, and or something like so with this Six of Pentacles. More information, please. Someone is like giving and receiving. So maybe you weren't answering the phone calls of the job. Maybe you weren't potentially. We got the Hierophant coming out to clarify, but it's in reverse. So it's giving like you just need to go all in. Whatever this is, I'm not trying to make it romantic. I'm trying to make it general for you because sometimes it's general. Sometimes it's just whatever, maybe it's just like you didn't get the dog and now someone else adopted it and you have to like go hard to get a dog. It's something so I don't want it to just be romantic because then that really stifles it. It is giving romantic, guys, I'm not gonna lie, but like you need to go full force, blind faith, fully believe, and just give and believe that you're going to receive, because this is the Six of Pentacles. So it's giving like you will be received and you will be receiving, but you have to like do it in a way that's like against maybe your standards for yourself, maybe like your beliefs on what you're supposed to do, maybe like completely out of the norm, out of the box type of energy, gift giving or energy giving, or whatever. It's like that will potentially build something or create some type of narrative for somebody, or like make them feel like this person really wants this job, this person really wants me, this person really is putting their all in, they're going above and beyond. So like whatever you normally do, maybe you get chased, maybe you just receive all the time, maybe you just you don't call back the people, or or you only call when you ask for the job. You need to show up in your best suit and tie. You know what I'm trying to say? You need to come with a resume freshly printed. Like like you need to give your 110% type of energy to this Empress, to this missed opportunity, for it to even heal, to remanifest, for it to like resolve itself, for it to even make any type of momentum. Can we get any more information before I close it out with the crystal? As soon as I find them, oh, there it is. Okay, so any more information? The Hangman. Okay. So there's a potential that this is going to change. I'm going to need more information, though. It's potential that it may change. Let me check on my kids, too. It's potential that it may change with the I'm so sorry, guys. I literally can't think of what this card is. The Hangman. Okay. Yeah, so maybe prepare for some type of change, some type of progression, some type of expansion. Okay? It's giving like, with this information that I have delivered to you through this reading, be prepared for it to make a shift. It's not as sudden as the Tower, but it is a gradual change. Okay? Be willing to make sacrifices, maybe get uncomfortable, do something that you've never done before type of vibe. Like, it's giving like you're going to expand and progress when you do change your perspective. I kept saying perspective. So it's something with your perspective that with your like high standards that you gotta release it type of thing. Like, you gotta change that, and then it will come back. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I hope that makes sense. Maybe it makes sense for you guys, because I'm doing a reading for you. It's not for me. What the? So this card is in here. So we're going to take it. Oh, there's two cards. So Judgment and the Four of Swords came out. Yeah. So like, I don't know, guys. I feel like maybe you're trying to manifest some type of forgiveness, or you're maybe trying to like get someone to forgive you, or get them to reconsider you for the job, or get you like some type of thing. I feel like you took a break to become aware of this thing, and now you've made a judgment call, and then you need to like be forgiving. You made some type of reflection. It's low-key heavy, given like you got insight. I don't know why these two cards were in here and what they like. They're not even a part of this deck. I need to be more careful with that. I'm going to ask for a clarifier for the Judgment, because it was in here. Because I'm not in the same deck now that I'm looking at it. Ooh, another one. So that's the High Priestess. Y'all just believe me when I say the High Priestess, please. I'm not trying to get down there. Ugh. Fine. Okay. So it's the High Priestess. Alright? So it's like, yeah, some type of intuitive, you figured something out. Maybe you had dreams when you slept. Maybe like you felt when you took a rest, when you took a break, you kind of like got some type of intuitive nudge. Maybe you started like trusting that your high standards were this individual. Like, it's definitely giving, or this situation, like you started basically heavy diving into it though. With I'm not really following low key because this is throwing me off. And then the high priestess, but it's definitely giving like you could be having dreams about this thing, or maybe like signs everywhere, and it's like it's basically waking you up to the fact that this was what you were asking for. Like you finally manifested it, and then now you're like everywhere you go, you see. This is totally giving love, y'all. If this is love, let me know. Okay, so we have memories. Oh, maybe you're like maybe you're even thinking of the memories, or you're having dreams of the memories, or like. So we have Zarkon, right? Isn't that like it says memories. Memories warm you from the inside, but they also tear you apart. So you're so sad about missing this opportunity, perhaps. Maybe you're like really just sitting here and thinking about, dang, I really let this go. I really fumbled. You fumbled, bruh. Whoever this is, whatever energy this is, you fumbled. It seems like, and now you're just getting haunted by haunted by the divine potentially. Like you can't like the way awakening is like you're trying to like forget about it, move on, but you keep remembering, you keep seeing signs, you keep having dreams, you keep getting like haunted in a way. All right, that's the end of that.